Yep.
يا أبت إني أخاف أن يمسك عذاب من الرحمن فتكون للشيطان وليا.
English.
O my father, I fear lest the chastisement afflict you from the most gracious, so that you become to Satan a friend.
Yeah. Now, who's speaking in the story? Abraham speaking, and God is narrating his story to us because we know that it's related to us. So, how is Abraham speaking to his father? Of course, he has been talking, but we are in the middle of the discussion now. In this particular verse, what attracts your attention? What does it say? Ya abeti. It's a kind word addressing the father. We said father represents the somehow authority, and we talked about it. Inni akhafu. I fear, or I'm afraid that's my fear. I don't hope to happen, but it may happen. I'm worried about you, not myself, about you. Lest, that is the problem. أن يمسك عذاب. It's interesting. First, adab. What does adab mean? Native Arabic speakers. Adab? Sorry?
Punishment.
Punishment.
I said punishment.
You copied
No,
from you?
punishment is iqab.
Okay, adab.
Adab is it's more like
Sorry?
Torture.
Torture.
yeah, torture. But
Like a bad decree?
Sorry?
A bad decree. Something bad is decreed upon you.
Something bad decreed upon you. Alaykum salam.
Torment, I would say.
Oh, but that you are guessing. But native Arabic speakers, how they mean, what they mean when they speak about adab. Adab, most of the time translated as torment. Chastisement is the softest word, I think. We can see in the translations. Punishment, etc. But adab, for example, I tell you something. There is a difference between adab and azaba, ta'adhib, the second form of the word. Definitely, there is a dramatic change in the meaning. That is the nature of Arabic language. So when the form changes, meaning change, not necessarily all verbs change in the same way, but here, if the word is used with azaba form, ta'dhib, it means the noun form is really giving torture to somebody. But adab means azaba, doesn't mean torture, doesn't mean chastisement at all. Unfortunately, that's taken for granted, mostly. For example, let's say the stove is on, the gas burning. You didn't know, as you were passing by the stove, gas stove, you feel that heat is hurting your hand. You take it, yeah? Like, is that torture or what?
Just a consequence.
It's a warning.
It's a consequence of walking too close.
No, no, no. You do know, but it is giving you a kind of hurting. But as soon as you feel that it is something dangerous and damaging for you, you just,
Protection.
yeah, no. Adab means exactly preventing you, hindering you from doing something bad. Hindering. Did you know that? Adab. So, mostly used ta'adib interchangeably by the common people, that the Quran used adabun. And warning, serious warning, comes to you, but adabun, not al-adab. Al-adab means the warning, the really serious one, no, a piece of it, as if a piece of adabun. Do you feel it? Just a little bit of it. Yeah, that's why it reflects as a chastisement. A little bit. That is one important element in the word. Another one is, this adab is from whom? This warning is from whom?
The gracious, the most gracious.
Sorry, from? Say it
The
loudly.
most gracious.
Well, from most gracious one, Ar-Rahman. What do you think of the Ar-Rahman's hindering you from something, preventing you from doing something? Is it a real anger? Or it is just compassion? Out of compassion, preventing you from falling into a dangerous situation.
But then the verse doesn't make sense.
Yeah, wait. That doesn't make sense for you from
No,
from
based on what you just said.
from your cultural background.
No,
Be
based on
careful.
what you
Be
just said.
careful. Be careful. So it is from Rahman. It is from Rahman. For example, you who's the father? Is the father, and the child is there. If child, let's say, playing, running, excited, out of control, and there is no protection there, the window is open, runs there without seeing it as they are playing hide and seek, and going to the window and running there, what do you do? How?
Throw something over.
Catch her. Huh? Catch him and pull him. Pull her, right? Catch her and pull her. It may hurt her a little bit, but it prevents her from falling into the much, much more dangerous situation. She will be very happy that she was hurt. She will be very happy that she was hurt. Can you imagine? Hurt. That is azabun min Rahman. Min ar-Rahman. Look, God is going to prevent you from falling into a mistake, and it may a little bit hurt you, but it is for your benefit, because this action is going to happen because your Lord, your Rabb, your Lord is compassionate. He doesn't let you go astray and said, okay, you go ahead. I laugh at it. I laugh at you. No, he will prevent you. How do we see it in our life? For example, when we make a mistake in our life, and if it goes against our nature, primordial nature, our human disposition. Do we feel happy? Internally, do we feel the warning, sadness, inside? It is sad. If you, for example, if you fall into despair of your creator, say, my creator is not taking care of me, my Lord is not really giving me what I need, what do you feel? Happy? Why? It is adhabun min ar-Rahman. That feeling sad, saddened feeling is adhabun min ar-Rahman. What you are doing is wrong. Come back. You are hurting yourself. You are going to burn yourself. Take it. So when you take the sharp knife and start cutting your finger, what happens? You start feeling pain. And what do? You just notice that the pain says, take the knife away, take the knife away. So you got the pain. Are you happy or not? If the pain was not given to you, what would you do? Carry on cutting. So if that warning has not come to you, you would fall into a much more destitute position, harmful position. That is adhabun min ar-Rahman. Yeah. So that you become to Satan a friend. It means you become a friend, Satan. So فَتَكُونَ لِلشَّيَاطِينِ وَلِيًّا. Because Satan is, what was Satan?
The jinn.
Have you seen him?
No.
Oh, you are throwing. So what does Satan mean? I'm sorry, huh? I'm being just friendly, yeah? Straight away. Yeah, just because you heard from your grandma. I'm not saying this is disputed gene or no, it is an irrelevant subject. What does Satan mean to you in practical life? In your practical daily life? Practically, what does Satan is for you? Angel is for you. Satan is for you. Now, I say, I'm doing something wrong. It is a whispering from, I'm doing something wrong. Do you say from angel or from Satan? It means represents anything which goes against your nature, against your, and again, human characters that you are not created for it. You cannot be happy with it. This is a wrong thing to do. It's a harmful thing to do. Satan, you wanted to say something, sir? No? Yes? No. Okay. So, yeah. But, I know because...
All right, two things.
Yeah, I'm
What?
fed up
Are we
with
gonna talk about
dealing
this or
with,
not?
a customary way of understanding religion. That's why I am...
No, I'm using what you just said right now. You're saying, would you be happy if someone saved you from hurting yourself, even if it hurt you a little bit? Would you be happy? You said yes.
Yeah.
Where in the verse it says, I fear that you get this pain.
Yeah.
Even though, according to what you just said, you should be happy that you got this pain. So I don't understand where that's conflicting a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Because would you rather put yourself in a dangerous position and get a little bit hurt, or not to go in that, not to be in that position at all? Which one? Which one? Come on.
But when you say it the way that you say it, it becomes like it's not that bad of a thing.
Which one?
Okay, I mean, yes, you would rather not feel pain at all,
No,
but
the son, please be careful and patient. The son is warning his father, not saying that Allah is angry with you, you are a horrible man, or you will go into hell and be tortured eternally. He's just kindly warning him and teaching me that when I speak to somebody, I shouldn't speak to them if I warn them in an angry, revenging manner. I should speak to them out of compassion. Out of compassion. قولا لينا. Say that, look, you may fall into a very bad situation, so that God has to give you some azab, a warning. You know Arabic better than everybody else.
I can understand.
Azabun minar rahman.
I can
Look at the
understand. I
vocabulary.
can understand it in another way also, and like I don't like yemesek means I don't want you even to be touched with the torment, because it is a lot, and if you just get touched by it, that will be in itself a big.
Yeah, but that is in another verse. It reminds me. But in this context, son is speaking to his husband or father, the authority, and he is being kind and reminding us that don't speak to the people you are warning with a harsh language. Just remind them kindly what they are doing is harmful, and they will definitely get the consequence of that thing, because God never leaves anybody alone and says, okay, go to hell, whatever you do. Always, if you do anything harmful, first you get warning. But this is maybe physically, maybe emotionally. Otherwise, it means psychologically. If you, for example, choose denying the truth, what do you get? Do you say that I'm very happy, I have no purpose in my life is absolutely meaningless, and I don't know why I'm here, I happen to be here, and I'm going to be destroyed, completely annihilated, and I will enjoy myself. Your human feelings will say what? You will contradict your human feelings, and you will start pain in you. Even you keep yourself happy with artificial means, having a party or going somewhere or making maybe, this merrymakings, this kind of playing. And at the end, after everybody when you are alone, what do? That's when the pain starts. You cannot sleep comfortably. You start crying. I know that. You know that. They try to find out any kind of means to keep themselves busy even more and more, that they indulge into worse situation in order to get out of this. But they really sink. There is no apparent happiness, or obvious happiness, not apparent, obvious happiness for them out of their denying the truth and seeing the word meaningless. Yeah.
What about the second half of the sentence? Because I feel like it doesn't connect with the first. If it says, I fear from you the Azabur Rahman, so that you become to Shaitan a friend. Why does that go with that?
Because so when Azabur Rahman comes, you become a Shaitan's friend, or because you become a Shaitan's friend. How do you have to understand? So if you don't take notice of it, And if you carry on your wrong way, you will be Shaitan's friend. And of course, the more you are Shaitan's friend, the more warning will come. More warning will come. So, for example, if the child is going into a dangerous position, if the father says, "Shh, don't go there," if she doesn't listen, what happens? Father raises his voice and keeps her. If she wants to go, insists, father pulls her. So that فتكون للشياطين للشيطان وليا, so that I am afraid you may become a friend of Shaitan. So, a friend of you, when you become a friend of Shaitan, you become a toy in the hands of Satan. It means you keep yourself really cheating by artificial means more and more, finding out more and more. I don't know, everybody goes through different stages, but you will be completely lost, it means. So please don't do that. Kindly speaking. Now, okay.
I don't know. I think maybe he was asking the same question that I had, which is this sentence makes it seem like the chastisement is causing the becoming a friend of Satan. So to use the example that you gave, I fear that your father is going to yank you from the thing so that you fall off the bridge. And really the yanking would not causing you fall out the window.
Right.
Yeah, no. When you say li السببية, you say because of this. I'm sorry, not li. فتكون للشيطان وليا, so that you may become a friend of Satan. The Satan will carry you more and more in order to make excuses, find out excuses for your own mistakes, to cover up excuses, invent excuses. What do they do now? For example, what people do usually, we may do partially as well. If I am not really in the presence of God, if I don't live with God and aware of it, what do? I get a little bit annoyed from my life. I'm not happy with my life. So what I do, look for excuses or look for reasons to overcome this sadness and start doing something crazy. Yeah. So what do you think people go into or fall into drug addiction? What do you think people increase the amount of drug and alcohol take in? Why do you think? More and more and more, in order to run away from the position. Not in the right way, because it's Satan's way. In the wrong way. You go further and further, and you just really destroy yourself completely. So be careful. Watch out for falling into this situation. So, you can read in both ways, but the meaning must be, Abraham is presenting an attitude for us that we have to speak to people, not necessarily in an angry and disappointing way, revenging way, threatening them, but kindly warning them. If you really look at the structure, if anybody understands a little bit Arabic, adabun min ar-Rahman. What does it mean? An adabun min ar-Rahman. Rahman, merciful to everybody. And adab from this one. What does it mean? So we have to be careful. Yeah.
I don't speak Arabic, but in the beginning when he says Ya Abbati, that's a warm and friendly way to speak to your father, right? So he's, even as he's warning them, you know, he's still familiar and compassionate.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing to say to your father.
Yeah, yeah. So when you warn your father, yeah,
Yeah.
can you just say it kindly? Can you speak kindly? It is very difficult.
Right.
Yeah. So when you get angry, oh man, look at me. Yeah, but you start threatening them. Yeah. Would you like to say something more?
Yeah, so my other problem with this interpretation is there are many other verses that talk of that adab, that torture or torment or punishment or whatever you want to translate it as infinite. And so in the example that you gave, in like you're gonna yank your daughter's arm, you may hurt her a little bit, but that's okay. But this is like yanking her arm even after she stopped running. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep on yanking your arm, I'm gonna keep on hurting you, and then it doesn't become okay. So how do you explain that part then?
Do you think any protecting agent will take a preventive attitude towards you if you do, let's say, 1% harm? They warn you 1%. Huh? Example, if you do 20, they warn you seriously, and much more seriously. If you do 80, they warn you even more, because the source of adab is all powerful, but treats the people according to their capacity, their need. Yeah, they don't. For example, your creator is not going to give you an warning or any torturing you. Don't you remember maybe 100 verses in the Quran? God never makes any wrong to you. You wrong yourself. You wrong yourself. But God's part is just to save you, to warn you so that you shouldn't wrong yourself, in order to not fall into a bigger situation. So we have to take this attitude in our life. We have to be careful. What we usually do when you mention about deniers, unbelievers, how do we mention them? How do we mention? Kuffar. Don't we? Don't we? But Ya Abati, inni yakhafu, I have fear. I am afraid that I don't like it, but it may touch you. Yeah? If we don't use the soft language, kind language, it is against totally the teachings of the Quran. If, for example, I am your friend, I can speak to you harshly, you don't mind. You know me, I know. I always speak to you harshly anyway. But if you speak to a person who needs a serious warning, we definitely have to be kind. Definitely. You go and get angry with somebody and speak angrily and call him to the truth. Is it possible? It is impossible. That's the best example. And we have to understand, even, it is not our subject, the existence of the hell, the punishment, the old verses narrating about God's punishment is very severe. You cannot stand it. Please prevent yourself from it. take care of it. I mean, take precautions about it, not to deserve it. And God says, still, my mercy encompasses everything. Come to me. God said, come to me. Come to me. But it doesn't mean that you can be wrong. Carry on. It doesn't matter. No, no. Even you are doing something wrong, don't despair of my forgiveness, my mercy. Always calling. So all the warning verses, I understand. That is my understanding, and I'm sure that's a good lesson in it. All the warning, apparently threatening verses in the Quran, if you carefully study them, they are all out of mercy. That's why quite a number of serious scholars conclude that the existence of hell is mercy. We have to understand this. Existence of hell is mercy. That's why people keep saying that we have prisons here, that the prisons must be a center for education, for probation, correction, yeah. So teaching them that what they did wrong, we are not really happy that we are torturing you. I don't know what they are doing inside, they are human beings, but that is the philosophy of it. That's what they want to present it. But that shows that that's human nature. That's how we want to be. How we like. That's how we are created for. To be kindly warned. If that's a very, I don't know whether somebody knows or not in Arabic origin, I don't know, that, if you smile at the face of your enemy, his anger diminishes. Right? That is how we are created. So God says, my mercy is open. But if you harm yourself, if you really take yourself into a wrong situation, that will be the result of your choice, not my pushing you into it. Be careful, it says. But if you really do something wrong, as if God says, I have to warn you. I have to, pull you back. That's what we understand from the general teaching of the Quran. But of course, if I am a Mr. Angry, if I don't like anybody other than me, myself, of course, yeah. Everybody is wrong except me, according to me. So, and if I am not really fully satisfied within my own self that what I am doing, what I believe is really correct, what do? I get a preventive reaction. I don't want anybody to react me. I'm very sensitive and become, if anybody raises his voice or her voice saying something, attack him. That's what's happening. Because of the insecurity in their own belief. They are not comfortable within themselves. If we are not comfortable within ourselves, what we do, we react. If I am absolutely sure that the position I take is absolutely correct, I have the confidence in myself. What do I do now? Whatever you say, I listen to you. No, I have this exception. So I listen to you. Doesn't make sense. No, I cannot. No, I don't get angry if I am satisfied. But if I am hesitant, I take a preventive position. So the solution is fortify, strengthen our own belief, so we will come down. Otherwise, we will be reactionaries. God forbid. Okay? Once more, pass to the second verse, inshallah. Okay. What his father says. Okay. Read it. Original. Original. Yeah.
قال أراغب أنت عن آلهتي يا إبراهيم لئن لم تنتهي لأرجمنك واهجرني مليا.
Yeah. Now, the example, sorry?
I was going to read the English part.
Yeah. So, in the example, we will see now how the father replies. Well, that's why what will happen, you can guess at the end. Yeah. If someone takes that attitude, look at somebody says, you know, I'm afraid, oh, my father, my daddy, I'm afraid that, warning, but hindrance actually, adapt. Check the dictionary. Hindrance, adaba. So, comes to you from the merciful one. And you, if you don't take notice of it, you become a friend of Satan and go and fall into a worse and worse and worse situation. And because you want to insist on going on to the same way, somebody pulls you back, you say, nah, I'm going to. So it has to put you even more. So you have to you have to really try to protect yourself or go into a further direction to revenge. So don't go this way. And the father says, what does father say? What does father say in English? Anybody? Yeah, slowly.
His father replied, "Do you hate my gods, O Abraham? If you do not stop, I will indeed stone you. Now get away from me for a good, long away."
For a long while. Huh? So what? Do you hate my gods, O Abraham? If you don't stop, I will indeed stone you. The reply. Do you think father is angry? Why? He's not sure. He doesn't feel confident. He is reactionary. Yeah, you understand? So I will stone you. But instead of stoning, present your case, bring your evidence, convince your son. Yeah? Bring your evidence, speak to your son, and convince him. So come, my son, come. I'll tell you why what you are doing is wrong. Does he have any evidence to present? That's why the reply is, I'll stone you. It's very funny, isn't it? But we studied a verse again related to Abraham's story before. Those people who were present will remember it. What is happening, especially nowadays, is just the reverse. Just the reverse. The people maybe somehow, maybe apparently also try to be kind. We may not agree with them, but our reply is, I'm going to kill you. Yeah? Like Abraham's father, like his reply to his son, angry, reactionary, and irrelevant reply. Do you understand? Irrelevant. I'm saying you are doing something wrong. Instead of coming to me with evidence and proving, displaying your proof that no, it's not wrong, it is right, I can show you. Because you cannot. When you cannot show, what do? Shut up, man. Otherwise, I'll kill you. What's going on in the world? Huh? Abraham's father, now the position is taken up by angry people in the name of defending religion. It's saddening, isn't it? But we have to take the Abraham's example, not his opponent's example in our attitude. It's very bad. What does it show? It doesn't matter how long your beard is or whatever you put on your head, how big it is. It doesn't matter how much confidence you have in your belief. So that you will be calm, you will be self-confident. Okay? Come and let's talk. I can present you why I say this is right. I can demonstrate it to you. You are a human being. Be kind. Invite them. Offer them food. Tell them. Anger, reaction, threatening is the way of Abraham's father. Why? Because he has no evidence. He cannot prove it. It's very bad. So we have to be careful not to be, unsatisfied in our life, in our understanding. So if we are not satisfied, we are bound to be reactionaries. Okay, that's I will stone you. Get away from me. Why? Well, what is expected from a father? Oh, my son, come. You are my son. Listen to me. I'll tell you why. Why get away from me? Why? Feeling confident in your belief is the most essential thing that we have to have. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. Yeah? Okay? Shall we go? What? Or would you like to say something more on the words? No? Okay. Oh, can you read this one? Yes. So, who's going to read this one? These verses? Inshallah, we have to study from going faster. Yeah.
قال سلام عليك سأستغفر لك ربي إنه كان بي حفيا وأعتزلكم وما تدعون من دون الله وأدعو ربي عسى ألا أكون بدعاء ربي شقيا فلما اعتزلهم وما يعبدون من دون الله وهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب وكلا جعلنا نبيا.
Now, what is the Abraham's answer is? Isn't that beautiful? Somebody else to read English. Another voice. No one. Okay, please.
Abraham said, "Peace be on you. I will pray to my Lord for your forgiveness, for he is to me most gracious. And I will turn away from you and from those whom you invoke besides God. I will call on my Lord. Perhaps by my prayer to my Lord I shall be not unblessed." So when he had left them and those they worshipped other than God, we gave him Isaac and Jacob, and each of them we made a prophet.
So we have a lot of things here to learn, actually. Of course, it starts from what? Abraham's excellent reply here. One of them is, stone this man. I'm going to stone you, it must really kill you. The other one says, peace be upon you. Calm, eh? Have you seen anybody, including myself, that if someone really attacks you, you say, smile. Of course, you can say, peace be upon you. You have to say, peace be upon you. Now, I still wish peace for you. It's very, huh? Can you say an enemy, your enemy, according to you? Peace be upon you. You are
It's
not.
not his enemy, that's his father. So
But father is going to stone, and father is really going to asking him to go away, because with a father figure. So his father or father figure, whatever it is, still he's going to stone, and he really chases Abraham away. At the end, he is the representative of the attitude. What do? They put him in fire. No, worse than enemy. And, very obstinate enemy. And you reply back, peace be upon you. It really tells me a lot, and I feel, I never follow Abrahamic way. If someone gets angry with me, I says, if someone says, for example, you look like a little bit stupid, you are stupid. So you are such and such, and any negative thing, what do? Can you say, peace be upon you? And also look, that I will pray to my Lord. What? I am going to stone you? What do you mean I will pray? It's not my way. That's so incredible. The verses are so revealing. We just take it, maybe recite them beautifully. But we say, for example, we say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We are praying, yeah? We say, peace be upon you. Peace be upon you. And then, rifle. What is peace be upon you? Where is peace be upon you? You said peace be upon you. Now, what's that? So, really, the case is reversed now. It's very bad representation of Allah's religion. Very bad. And it is a kind of epidemic. Not, you may say, we are comfortable. No, in your practical life. If you have an argument with your colleague, see yourself. How do we, especially the ones who are married, if there is a dispute, you will see competition, obstinate attitude, reactions. But this is Abraham's response, peace be upon you. I will pray to my Lord for your forgiveness. Impossible. It's unimaginable. Don't you think? It's unimaginable. The Christianity is very proud of saying that, you have to love your enemy. Look at this. Peace be upon you. I will pray to my Lord for your forgiveness. Why don't we present this? Why don't we read the Quran? Anyway, okay, peace be upon you. Okay. Yeah.
In the following verse, though, doesn't God say that Abraham should not have prayed for his father?
So it will cover that. So he is, to me, most gracious. Yeah, I can't read it. It's small from here. إنه كان بي حفيا. He is so kind to me. So I am happy with him, and I can ask him to forgive you. You take care of yourself. Make sure that no harm will come to you from me. Don't worry about it. No, I'm a peaceful man. So don't worry about me. Take care of your own responsibility. Watch out. Think what you are doing. Let the man think for himself. Right? Let the man think for himself. So he shouldn't feel in a competition with you, so that he will bring you lots of other excuses to attack you back. Okay. He is most gracious, and I will turn away from you and from those whom you invoke besides God. Of course, it doesn't mean that we should agree with their idea. Say, no, I cannot really confirm your idea, but I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to harm you. But it means I leave you alone with your own understanding. Think about it yourself. Okay. I will call on my Lord, perhaps by my prayer to my Lord, I shall be not unblessed, because we understand that I will call on my Lord, perhaps by my prayer to my Lord, I shall be not unblessed, so I shall be blessed. It means I shall be not unblessed. Huh? Why do they translate it in this way? Yeah, maybe the literally it means that وَادْعُ رَبِّي عَسَىٰ إِلَّا أَكُونَ بِدُعَاءِ رَبِّي شَقِيًّا. Yes, I mean that is the literally means that. It means that inshallah, when I turn to my Lord, I will be blessed. So
What's the word for unblessed?
شقية. بِدُعَاءِ رَبِّي شَقِيًّا. That's how it's translated. So when he had left them, because he's unwanted, they are obstinate not to listen to him. So Abraham left them. But it is interesting for us, yeah? We are not reading the story of Abraham. We are reading the guideline for ourselves. So when he had left them, it means left them in peace from his side. Whatever they do, that's their problem, but let them in peace. Didn't attack them, didn't do anything. And those they worshipped other than God. We are not, be careful, we are not leaving them personally.
Right.
Those they worship other than God. It means their mistaken ideas.
Right.
Their mistaken ideas, their denials. Leave them. Never be friend with them. Actually, if you were here when we were praying during the Salat Isha, the Imam read something. That don't take the unbelievers as your. What does it mean? Yeah, what does it mean? Don't take the unbelievers as your friend. What does it mean?
They're active.
Sorry?
They're active unbelief.
Sorry, Steve?
Don't accept their active unbelief.
Their
Yeah.
ideas, false ideas.
So exactly the same here. So Abraham left them, and those they worshipped other than God. It means all their denying the ideas of denying reality. It means just withdraw yourself from their mistakes, that you cannot be friends with them, not materially, physically. You can still be next to him, but run away from their wrong ideas. So we understand that being friend means living in the same apartment only. And if you are not a friend, separating, going out of the apartment. No, the Quran usually speaks, don't take unbelievers your friend. What does it mean? Not the body of the man, not the good actions of the man. No one can be 100% wrong. Yes, in their understanding of God, they may make a mistake, but the way they cook may be nice. Yeah? The way, for example, in Islam, why the people can get married with a non-Muslim? Why? That is another thing. When you get married with a non-Muslim, it doesn't mean that you are agreeing with his belief system. No, he's a human being, human personality. His belief system or her belief system is his or hers. You can be yours if you are confident about your belief system. But if you are not confident in your belief system and just imitating your belief system, you better never get any closer to somebody who says, I am not a Muslim. You cannot stand it because you are much more shaky than this person is in your belief. You are bound to be reactionary. You are bound to be defensive. Any action he or she does, because you are not sure of it, you don't want to see it happening in front of you against what you believe. You react. That's how weakness is so dangerous. Weakness. Don't be afraid of the powerful. Powerful in idea. Powerful man. If you reject them, if someone is, let's say you are arguing about a matter related to physics, okay? And I don't know any physics at all. So if I raise an objection to a person who is really expert in physics, what do they do? What this person, sorry? Laugh at you, laugh at me, and come and says, have you ever read any book in physics? Yeah? Have you ever studied physics at all? He doesn't get angry. But if someone doesn't know as well, if I oppose this idea, definitely he takes a very strong defensive attitude. What I see in the angry behavior of the Muslims, the very bright, sharp evidence of weakness in belief. Not because they are strong that they shout, not because they are really very, very religious that they react in a religious way, show their religiosity outwardly. Lack of confidence. We have to be aware. If someone shows outwardly religiosity, I'm saying not really what religion itself really presents or teaches. No, outward religiosity. I don't want to describe it, but you can say use a lot of outward religious language. Now, I'm a little bit suspicious about it. Yeah, I don't want to say something, but it's very common, very common. The weaker the iman, more religious appearance you can see. But of course, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't really look Muslims or something. No. But be careful. You've got to be careful. So if you are really sure You wouldn't really do that. So when you when you leave them, it means leave their wrong understanding completely. Okay, I don't agree with you. It doesn't make sense at all, but I am going to be with my own belief, right? And I'm going to live by it. I'm going to promote it as much as I can. That's my way of life. Then God promises what? Then God, we gave him Isaac and Jacob. It means somebody to take up your ideas, your belief, your religion, and continue. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. And each of them, we made a prophet. It means continue the mission. God blesses you if you leave their ideas alone and be with yourself, right? So this one, the last one, we can study a bit more. Okay. More? Okay, Bismillah.
إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ما هذه التماثيل التي أنتم لها عاكفون قالوا وجدنا آباءنا لها عابدين.
So, look. Look at the language again carefully. When the English says, no.
When he said unto his father and his people, what are these images to which you are so intensely devoted? They answered, we found our forefathers worshiping them.
Now, he is just trying to, you see that, what are these images to which you are so intensely devout, really worshiping? It boils down to worshiping. Fundamental means, akif means really worshiping, devoting yourself. It means, look, he is addressing their reasoning. Yeah, he is calling them to think about it. Of course, their response was stone him. He's saying, why don't you think about it? Why don't you think what you are doing? Do you understand the delicacy in responding? And the most important word here is tamathil. It means here, it translated that images. Why? No reality. They are images. They are images. Look at them. For example, they say, this represents something else. It represents this. What is it? This is just an image. It has no reality. We see, well, I don't want to go into that detail, but let me just remind you this. Whatever the people who don't believe in God and attribute the creation to the creator, God, what do? They take something in the creation and attribute the power to create to that something. And it never, ever shows that it has that power. This is just nothing but image. For example, always we talk about it because it is everywhere. Nature. What's nature? In the world. What is nature? Because they talk about in the world. Nature in the world, in existing in this universe. What is it?
Reality.
Huh? Reality of what? Images. Be careful. Reality of what? Look, when you say this universe, I look at it, it must have, because it exists, it must have a creator who gave it, who gave the universe its existence. That's my conclusion. This is my logical conclusion. What is in the universe nature? Is the logical conclusion or just an image? Representation of the creator, but in the created world. A piece of the created world. Creator is represented in the created world. Quran argues about it a lot. What are you doing, man? You are talking about the creator and giving a reason in the created world. And the Quran says, but they need to be created because it's a piece of the universe. Whatever it is in the universe, piece of the universe. And laws of nature. What are they? Where are they? Where are they? And the Quran says this is nothing but the names, titles you and your forefathers invented. Isma'un سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم. You and your fathers invented. Laws of nature are doing this. What are they? Because there are laws. Yeah. For example, in order to make this building, you follow certain laws as an architect. Yeah. Do you think the laws you follow are making the building? They are images. Don't say images are idols made up of stones or I don't know, ions, whatever the material they use. Images, any idea to which a power to create is attributed within the created world is self-contradictory. It has to be self-contradictory. This is made, but it is the maker. What are you talking about? It represents the maker. What are you talking about? I never made sense of this. Yet the universe has been given existence with an order. Yeah. Order is not the creator. Order is a created thing. Don't you have your reason? This is how the creation is taking place. Why do you turn it into a creator? Images. Not real. So Abraham says, what are these images to which you really worship? It means really claim that it is the creator and owner. They are created things. Trees are created. Heat and cold and wind and clouds and earth and water, everything, sunlight, the sun itself. Can sun act by itself? Can sun really make itself and produce its light and send its light beams to us from itself? Look at this fluorescent lamp. Can it really give the light to you? It is just made to transfer the light which is given to them. They are just made. They are not the source of existence of the light. They are just using the principles or the way the universe has been created. Do we understand that? Is it a little bit difficult to understand at all? Is it? Do you find it difficult? But unfortunately, our minds have been so much conditioned that we think, oh, you know, the laws, that's natural law, it happens. That's how it is created, I understand. But it is the creator, I can't. It doesn't make sense. But how it is created, understandable. But it turned the creator thing into a creator is just to really reversing the truth. No. So they say, we found, their answer is, why do you do that? Their answer, no, I can demonstrate it to you. It is the creator. I owe my existence to it. Yep. They cannot say. Their answer is, yeah, it's very interesting. But we have to be careful. We may use the same argument by saying we are Muslims, doesn't matter, or devout Christian, whatever, doesn't matter. Whatever the religious claim you have, we may say the same thing. We found our forefathers worshipping them. Look at the answer. Look, do you see that? Disaster? Look at the answer. Our forefathers doing it, it must be right. Don't we say that that is our religion, Islam? That's how we found our religion. What's going on? Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, but our forefathers were right.
So, according to them, their forefathers were right as well. This is so ridiculous. Why is it happening? That disastrous thing is happening in the world. Abraham's enemies, the attitude, now we assume this attitude. We are angry, we are reactionary, and we defend our religion. That's how our religion is. That's our heritage. That's our narrative. Why? Well, that's how our religion. No reason. This is the attitude of Abraham's enemies. Do you understand? It's very, very saddening. I again say, the reason is not that we don't have evidence, we don't know. We don't know what the Quran is teaching. We know everything. We know biology, we know physics, we know engineering. Oh, but we really know engineering. You know, we know all sorts of secular sciences. When it comes to religion, we imitate our forefathers. It's very bad. That's why either we have to give up and be serious in learning the guidance that we receive, really learning, this out of ignorance. We hear, only we hear, you know, what we hear here and there, or maybe watch 1, 2 videos, or maybe 10, doesn't matter. Not serious study. As we study medicine, as we study engineering, seriously, step by step. You know, year 1, year 2, semester 1, semester 2, exam 1, you know, midterms, finals, pass or fail, whatever, and then get the degree. We don't get fed up with it. We are patient with it. Why? Money speaks, money talks. Yeah, because there is money at the end. How about your belief? How about your relationship with your creator? How about your human feelings? Yeah, you think about protecting your body. Yeah, that's correct. You think about feeding your body. That's correct. Yeah. You think about transferring your body from one place to another by a car or subway, whatever. That you are right. But this is only body. How about our human senses, mind, understanding, feelings? Are we satisfied with it? Do we really feel satisfied when I eat and wait for death? Is it my life? It is human life? Is it a human life? Is it? And no hope. And we claim that we believe in the hereafter. I say, good morning. Welcome to the world. You believe in the hereafter? Really? Really? Are you really sure you believe in the hereafter, eternal life? Now, what are you doing? I'm getting ready for my profession. Only. Your profession is valid and good for only at the most 40 years. That's it. And then afterwards, you are definitely going to retire. Your eternal life. You say, I believe in the hereafter. Why? Because you know, if you don't believe in the hereafter, you won't be a Muslim. Ridiculous. If you don't believe. But why do you believe? You know, if you don't believe, you won't be a Muslim. So you will go to hell eternally. So you better believe. Believe in what? In the hereafter. What is hereafter? Eternal life. What does it mean? How do you believe? That's how our religion says. That's how our forefathers say. What's the difference? Nothing. I think the case is serious, huh? Don't you think? Okay. Shall we stop? You know the building is going to close. That's a break time. Not until 12, right? So we can, how do you feel? I feel that we are in break, sorry? You are tired of him because a lot of stoning to ourselves. I don't know. Whatever Abraham's father has described in the Quran, I have it. I don't know. We admire Abraham. Eh? Abraham is our prophet, don't you say? And the Quran says, look, this is the best example. The Quran says, there is a best example for you in Abraham. That's why I am telling you. Quran also says, we say we believe in the Quran. Okay. Abraham is presented like this. I found myself on the other side. As an, I'm not being personal, as a general community, Muslim community, they say they believe in the Quran. They may, of course. I mean, I don't claim about people's belief or not, but in our behavior, we are on the other side. It is a sign of something. Huh? Inshallah, is it enough today for today, or shall we go one verse further? Okay, let's stop here, huh? Inshallah, because Ahab is tired. Yep. Would you? Do you want to read it? Okay, but when we read this one, Okay, I think it is tied to the following, but it's better to study next week because so people will hang up and we have to leave at the latest 9 o'clock. Then evacuate the building, not only from here, out of here. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة